Oh, Chapter 3, Bitter White Lies, January 19th. Let's go! Hit that like and subscribe! Inside Out. Isaac, I'm clocking out. Damien shouts as they hurl a vomit-soaked rag into their cleaning cart. The young man cowering behind a stack of yellowing towels peeps his face out. Live Damien reaction. I didn't know you were still here. I'm not important enough to be drawn. Haha! They snap a dark laugh with no humor, wiping the last bit of sludge from their mouth. Yeah, blame Carl for that. Guess he's got rent coming up and none of their overtime from last week. He's a cruel man. Has only given you misery and frustration. Does not deserve you. Tell me about it. Isaac lifts up a towel made of 5 or 6 towels. Tower made of 5 or 6 towels. Each one is pristine. It's a pristine fat rectangle. Damien can never get their folds that clean. Just kind of look like that. While pushing a room door open with his foot, he shouts into the hallway. Jesus, you tried talking to Margaret yet? Tried is an understatement. Fuck her, I hate her! Commiserate, she tried, but she can't get it. Gave up, she'll never listen to me. Fuck her! Seriously, Phoenix? No. Are you a hater? Fucking I'm not a hater! I'm a commiserator. Damien shakes their head. She tried, but she can't get it. Isaac sighs and looks down. His thin lips tighten into a slight grimace. Watching, waiting, commiserating. What's that from? It's a Blink-182 song, isn't it? Yeah, say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights on, carry me home. Na 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 na. All the slice things. Oh, God. Really, what happened? Nike had a fit with Carl last week. Cash felt light, so I brought it up with her. One thing led to another, next thing I know, they're just screaming at each other. I guess he still doesn't have their overtime. Oh. Isaac plops the towels down in the bed's corner. Guess it didn't pan out. You could say that. One of these days I'm gonna fucking quit. Just straight up. On the spot. No 2-week notice. I'm serious. Who allowed you to be this funny? Why not do it now? I need money to survive. Damien shakes their head. It's just not the right time yet. I gotta get my shit together before I can do anything big. Just wait. I can set you free. Simply need to rebuild first. Don't. What a fucking mess. Damien had been forcibly turned into a vessel for an ancient titan rebuilding himself from death a few weeks ago, but it feels like nothing in their life had changed much since then. Wake up, go to work, exhaust themselves in overtime, daydream about freedom, clock out, get shafted again, wander around Kingsfield until they can sleep. Lather, rinse, repeat. If anything, Damien would more or less say they've been worse off since then. The only change that they felt are hot flashes, melting into paralyzing chills, unbearable spikes of hunger like they've been starved for weeks, and the vomit. Be patient. You better not put me in the hospital. I only have $5 to my name right now. You'll be fine. Stop worrying. I can't afford an organ transplant. I can't even afford a checkup. Demian's motto has always been, if you ignore the check engine light for long enough, it might go away. It used to be literal back when they were allowed to drive Pa's car, but the sentiment still holds water. Even with all their hard work and overtime, Demian doesn't have health insurance. The most they can do is grit their teeth and pretend everything is okay. Their uniform may stink of bleach, but the urge to bash someone's brains in is mild today. Overall, things could be worse. Probably. Demian air. God, I need a cigarette, Demian says to no one. But I can't have one because apparently that'll fuck up my health, and it's more expensive than ever. Demian should really quit smoking. They know this in their heart. It's bad for them, it makes Slice feel terrible, and they're basically huffing arsenic. That said, can you really blame a guy for pissing and moaning when that piece of shit mayor, Edgar Hawthorne, imposes a tax on their cancer sticks? Good old Eddie should be lucky they just want to smoke. If they were a little less tired, they'd be throwing a brick through his office window right now. Have you tried weed? Bitch, I can barely afford to live. You think I can afford a designer drug like weed? And I say it's designer because of all the dispensaries that have opened up all over the world now. My eyes are just... I'm trying to rub my eyes so they get, like, you know, blood flow or whatever. Because they're just having a hard fucking time staying open because I'm so drained. Isaac asks. Isaac, I can barely afford... See? Damien's response is flat. No. It's like he's waving it in front of their face just to taunt them. Isaac's gloating. That's the only way they can explain it. He knows Demien's always two bad shifts away from being homeless, yet here he is now. They've never said it out loud to him, but they never say it out loud to him, but it's obvious to anyone who has eyes. As if to prove their point, Isaac shrugs and keeps going. You should. It's the best way to relax after a shift, I think. There's no health risks either. You can't get addicted like you can with smokes. Dude, shut up. Isaac doesn't know how good he has it, does he? They keep their eyes trained ahead of them, refusing to give them the pleasure of seeing just how much he's getting under their skin. What if Slice is chill? Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I'm going out, Damien says with a harsh two-finger salute. Leaving, I mean. Going into the city. She's right. Damien, walk away. Ain't worth trading blows over this. He wouldn't learn from it anyway. We'll join you, but I still got an hour left. Isaac's voice sounds light in tone. They think he's joking, but they're not sure anymore. Oh, wow. I have to allow it. Because he said, I'm going to kill you. Ugh. Okay. Don't be alarmed. Do not be alarmed, everyone. Alright. There, I think I'm awake. I said don't be alarmed, we're fine. I'm alarmed. It's fine, don't worry about it, they drawl. So get your balls in a twist. I need groceries. Ran out last night because I skipped breakfast. I already skipped breakfast because I had nothing to eat. They've already eaten too much for a guy living paycheck to paycheck, but Damien can't help it anymore. The hunger is already growing. Damien thinks what they're doing is the right thing, but if it deepens any further, they'll pass out. No slaps, wow. Don't let the race take you. It's a second. It's 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. I'd be one of the first to die in Nightmare on Elm Street, like 100%. Tell me about it. I got a scholarship and all, but that doesn't cover everything. Still gotta pay for food, rent, the works. At least you have a scholarship. At least you get to go to college. At least you have money for weed. At least you have a family willing to be your safety net. He doesn't know just how good he has it. Does he? No. Wouldn't you love to show him? He wouldn't understand. That sucks. That sucks, Damien mumbles before they end up doing something violent. I better get going, actually. Train might leave without me. FNAF, wow. The story made you so punchable? Wow, Phoenix, what the fuck? I better go. See you. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I missed the part where you said it made you so mad. Now I feel bad. Oh my god. All I saw was I hate stars. Like, okay, ha ha ha, I'm gonna do it. And then I have my eyes like, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad, bro. God. Anyway. He gets VLT'd. I could go for a VLT right now. That sounds so good. Just veins, lettuce, and tomato. Damien wouldn't exactly call themselves germophobic, but they aren't the kind of guy who can stand out on the subway without a face mask on. Dora. They come down with too many colds and other bugs to think otherwise. Those are called bean sprouts! Think it's perfectly reasonable. You simply wish to take care of yourself. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, tapeworms. It's not shameful to wish for that. I guess so. Just ironic, considering whatever the hell you and I have going on. I don't think I'm exactly the paragon of health. The fluorescent lights bathe the cold tile floors in a sickly yellow and white. Demian thinks it makes their hair look even greasier than it usually is. And they wonder why their dysphoric ass hates looking in the mirror. Demian glances up at the clock, 2 minutes until their train pulls into the station. About time, I've been waiting forever. God, they hate taking the metro. And the bus, for the record. Demian can't afford a car or anything, but the state of Kingsfield public transportation is abysmal. Buses are late all the time, trains get delayed, and they're just days that are so miserable and overcrowded it's easier to walk. It's not really a long walk either. Maybe 20 or 30 minutes until they get out of their slums and into the city. The problem is that today is a horrible day for walking. Till they were 12 or 13, Demi had been forced into taking ballet by their family, and it fucked up their feet. It had been Ma's doing, specifically. No child of hers is going to be a lazy bum who threw themselves into their studies, or God forbid, something they actually enjoyed. It took Demian years to throw off enough of a fit to get out of ballet and take guitar lessons. And baseball, of course. She can't have a child who wasn't physically active in some way. But it was already too late for their poor body. Ballerina feet is no fucking joke. Demian's 22 and they have foot problems like a 50-year-old. Can you blame them for taking the train when their feet ache so much they could pass out? Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay, well, nice seeing you, Jem. Welcome. Have a good night. Seems becoming more and more bleak. Wow. The familiar screeching of the train's brakes fills their ears, and Demian bites back the urge to step onto the tracks. $1 I wish. I need money so bad. So I can quit my job. Actually, if I did the math, if I were to make... I could probably get away with making $2,500 a month after taxes. Because right now I make about $3,000 a month after taxes. I could afford to quit. This is Canadian, by the way. I could afford to quit my job if I did that, but I make $100 a month streaming. I'm a ways away from living the dream, as it were. Very much, it is Lemon, yeah. Wow, I hate this already. Demian's glares at the security camera mounted on a conspicuous spot. Never been a fan of that thing. Sure, it could probably turn the tides in their favor. Some jackass decides to get weird about it and then jump them for not looking perfectly like a man or a woman. But that's a once in a lifetime scenario. Any other day though? Just another way the creeps running Kingsfield keep tabs on the citizens. Just relax. Just relax. We'll be over momentarily. Tell that to these dipshits. It's midnight on a school day. Does no one have a car? Okay, Dora, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out though, really appreciate it. Take it easy. You don't. Shut up, I'm different. Well, no one ever said the Metro was a perfect alternative. A man's shoulder brushes past Demian's face, and the feeling makes them shudder. The cheek where skin contacted muddy nylon might as well be painted a bright, obnoxious red. It's all Demian can focus on now. The cramped tin can of a train reeks of sweat. Demian sure is glad they have a mask on. It filters the stench just enough to keep them from vomiting. I'm gonna lose my shit at this point. Swear to God I will. Do it. You know you want to. It'll be fun. Freeing. Look at these bozos over there. Those bozos over there. They realize Slice doesn't have eyes to see with, independent of their own. Damien drags their gaze to the objects of their disgust. More nondescript characters! Mom would be about the same age as this woman here, they think. Maybe she had her kid late, or Demien's mom had them early. The daughter, maybe 11 or 12, keeps one hand on a pole in the middle of the floor. Probably to keep herself from falling flat on her face as she chatters away about a whole bunch of abstract nothing. Demien can't help but sneer. The pair look happy. Too happy. They used to have moments like this with their own mother, coming home late at night from whatever extracurricular she had signed them up for. She wasn't nearly as kind, though. Stand up straight, she'd hiss in the ear through clenched teeth. And get your hand off that pole, it's Jeremy. People look at you and think I'm raising a stripper. You're embarrassing me. The kid's first bully is always their mom, Demien used to say. You hold deep resentment towards your mother. Do you not? Yeah, she wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I'm the typical abused kid, man. Dad's always the villain, mom fucked me up 6 ways a Sunday. But in a subtle way, that makes me sound crazy if I talk about it. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone knows the dynamic. Crash out time. Yet the anger is directed at the humans before you. Why does your rage turn towards those who have never held their weapons against your heart? It's just how I deal with things. It doesn't look like you're coping very well. Real though. Demien tries to ignore the buzzing in their skull, but a fly in their ear can only be drowned out for so long. Yeah, I have to indulge it one way or the other. You don't have to let the anger go starved forever. There's always a way to cut yourself free. Free from the ties of envy. Buzz off about it, I'll get caught. You know what to do. It's churned in your mind. Ever since you saw them, you'd feel better letting some steam off. Crazy. Don't you think? Yes. It's not your fault they have what you can never own. Doesn't it make you hate them? Just make you hate them. Stop it. Don't pretend to be holier than thou. You want to do it. No one would see. They won't stop you. Those cameras would do nothing. Dirty perfect lemon haze. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? Like, geez, I didn't sleep well last night, that's my problem. It would make you happy. Take your first step to freedom. Damien shoots another look at the camera mounted in the corner. If they play their cards right, they can cut loose right when the train screeches to a stop and opens the doors. The crowd would be a veil of anonymity for Damien. No one would know it was them. You know you want to. A taste of freedom won't ruin your palate. Ooh, ooh, ooh! They did nothing to me though. Like, Carl, like, I don't mind going all tentacly on Carl. That's fine. They did nothing to me. Hee-hoo. As yourself. Let's just think about it for a while. Come on, Zhao. Breathing exercises. Deep breath. Suck up all that anger into one big ball in their lungs. Even through the cloth mask, the train smells like rancid peanut oil. It's so thick that the stench could be a film that coats their innards. That's right, you can do it. The 12-year-old was a jerk. Yeah, she has her hands on the pole because she is trying to look like a stripper and embarrass her mother. Little shit. Hold it in, wait 3 seconds, and puff it all out like a big drag of a cigarette. I'm not saying she's trying to be one. She's trying to embarrass her mother is what I'm saying. Because that's what Damien's mother accused them of doing. Anger management is an essential life skill Damien needs to learn one day. What better way to practice it than with letting go of a petty, meaningless squabble that consists entirely of a straw man Damien made up in their head. You'll exhaust yourself of it one day. Always holding yourself back. Never getting to be happy. One step will lead to another. Like you can never, but you can't even take that first breath. Come on, man, what would that even achieve? What would even be the point? Just leave them alone. Damien closes their eyes and breathes deep. It's not easy to block slice out when his mind resonates with theirs, but with a little bit of effort, they can almost ignore it. Besides, its voice is muddled at best. Slice's thoughts get lost in the stew of their own brain whenever Damien really has to sit down and think. So I should have went, okay, go ahead and kill them. It's fine. It's me, Slice. Hi, how you doing? If they let the internal storm brew into a loud enough frenzy, they can drown it out for a good while. An exhausted air hangs over the crowd, the mother and daughter included. Frankly, Damien still can't believe that those two are still on this train. Or even on this train, sorry. What the hell is a kid doing in a frat boy vacation town in the middle of the night on a train to who knows where? Whatever the kid's talking about, it doesn't seem to answer their question. Prepare shippy linen. Ah. I keep hitting shift instead of... What's that in her hand? Their focus turns towards the kid again. She's lugging a large black case around, slinging it over her shoulder with a makeshift strap. Seems like something to carry an instrument. String, maybe? Damien had time to guess. It would be something like a villain. If he gets something like violin. I can't... Oh, wait. I think after this chapter, I think we're just going to call it for the night. Never played it myself. I was a guitar guy, you know? Yet your family hated it. Look, it was either let the kid drop ballet or deal with the ramifications of the kid biting their instructor again. My mom just figured out the hit to her reputation wasn't worth it. Damien is not proud of how they got out of dance class, but they were desperate. Damien thinks that they were in a similar situation now, that at least try to talk it through before resorting to biting. After a few weeks, Damien lets the shoulders slump and their pent-up rage dissipate. So I'm looking at something. Oh my god, Trinket, enough! Jesus! Why take out their anger on them, just for the sin of reminding Damien of their rotten family? It just wouldn't be fair. Damien likes to think they're too much like they aren't too much like Apple Monster. Thank you very much. The train's brakes screech again against the tracks. The sound of steel grinding on steel is nothing compared to the thoughts running through their head. The deceleration makes everyone jolt, leaning into the solid monument. You could do it now. Let yourself be lost in the crowd and give in. No one will see. Leave me alone. The door opens and the crowd pushes forward. Damien lets himself get swept up in the flow, severing the threads Slice had been so desperately trying to build. It's for the best anyway. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I mean no disrespect. I feel like I'm nodding off and I don't want to do that. Ugh, I hate it so much. Damien. Stop it. I'll feed you, alright? But we're going to the store. The store. We're not gonna take a bite out of someone. Yet. Cookie to cookie. I need the push of sugar! Oh my god, they're falling apart. Why are they falling apart? Oh, give me a goddamn cup! Fine, fuck you. God, I couldn't even dealt with it this time. No! God damn it! The quick stop shops always got the freshest stuff on Wednesdays. That's usually when the deliveries come in. The slimy fish hopped right on the wriggling sea and is into the barrels just a day or two ago, probably. Demi doesn't really time the grocery runs of these deliveries, but it is nice when they can go out on Wednesday. Not nauseating. Deep cravings within. Must consume. Well, I'm sorry, Slice, but I tend to puke when I eat seafood. A delicacy to me. Good for you, then. Unfortunately, I like keeping my dinner in my stomach. I love seafood. Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, how's it going? Miriam's warm smile feels like it should be directed towards someone else. There is her hand in a slight wave. The usual, I guess. How's Juice doing? I mean, Flip-Flop, the cat. How's the cat? Sorry, I'm tired. Demian had good reason to be. He used to need those satire pieces about needing to go into work while transforming into a monstrosity with just that, satire. The past few weeks proved them completely wrong. Oh, he's fine. He's just hiding out of the break room right now. Luna thought he would do better in a quiet, so she moved his bed there. They shoved their face into the ramen shelf to hide their yearning. Ah, that's nice. I was born burnt out. Like, you guys have seen my baby picture, right? Did I show you guys my baby picture? See, I thought I still had a copy of it somewhere, maybe. Yeah, here we go. I was fucking born tired. And fucking blonde as hell, apparently. You're cute, baby. Look at my eyes, though! Look at them! That kid has seen some shit! And it was like 6 months! Maybe a year old there. Normal child. Hey. Goo goo gaga. How do you do, fellow babies? Ah! God, there's one where I photoshopped a mustache on the face. I wonder, I don't still have that one, do I? No, that's just the original picture that, like, that's from my parents' house, I think. I think that's the reflection of somebody in the image. I think that's my mom taking the picture. Yeah, that's tired as fuck, baby Hawk. You guys are bullying your baby. It's me! I'm the baby! You have that I see dead people eyes. What, Haley Joel Osment? Really? God. Oh, it was about the same as usual. Ramen, TV dinner is the norm. It's a bit hard to deviate from the norm when their budget is so tight, but can you blame a guy for scripting and pinching at the food bill to get out of Kingsville Beach? No, it's when I have predominantly visual novel games, and I'm not like moving around a lot, I'm just like talking. I think a lot of the carbon dioxide is kind of coming back at me, and it's just making me... God damn it, Phoenix. Stop yelling, it's bad for the baby! Miriam runs the corner into the aisle Demian's hanging around in. She shuffles up closer to them until she stands right by their side. An uttered apology of needing to stock the shelf is whispered to them, but they have a feeling Miriam had clamored for any excuse to be here. It's not too bad, honestly. Demian stays out of her way, and she stays out of theirs. Her company could be nice if they were friends getting dinner at a restaurant, Demian thinks. If they had the money for that, and if they knew Miriam wouldn't think it's a date, then they would ask if she was down for it. What kind of food does she like? They'd like to take her to a Chinese restaurant. A good one, too, not just a hole in the wall for takeout. Although that is technically the best Chinese food you can get. But, you know, any place that's a hole in the wall is gonna have amazing food. Unless it's a front for the mob. Thank you, Tears. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this, I'm sorry. Jai Sha roll. And beef hot pot. How bad did I butcher that? Hey! Marion breaks the silence. Mom mentioned Guillermo, go. Did something good happen? Hmm? You look really happy today. Do I usually look that miserable? You know how it is, they say with a shrug. She is nosy. Needs to know everything in your life. True, Otaku, but a lot of time it'll be like chicken restaurant, and they have like no chicken. You know, things like that. You can tell when it's a difference between a hole in the wall and a place to launder money. Don't be a dick. They shake their head and continue on. Well, work wasn't too bad today. No one left a big mess and there wasn't a rush. Of course, that's an absolute lie. Late January marks a flood of people booking rooms for Valentine's Day. On top of that, someone took an actual human shit on the bedroom carpet and Demian was the one who found it. No, Demian is not going to get over it. Maybe I should have got myself sick with it. Or the corpse soup. If I got a bloodborne disease, I bet I could have sued Carl. I need lawyer money for that, though. Oh, an easy day! We've haven't had that many drunks or criminals come in today, personally. There's a tinge of relief in Miriam's voice. They don't blame her. Damien's had their fair share of drunkards. Make her leave. Cannot stand her. Leave her alone. Demian laughs. There's no humor behind it. It's just a bit of noise they make so they don't cry from the stress of it all. Yeah, I've had to throw a few out at the motel. Well, not just me. It'd be a group effort with a few of us, because the drunk people won't leave without a fight. Sometimes it's a verbal one, but most of them go down swinging. Wasting our time. Must feed. Slicey, buddy. I want a social life. Miriam covers her mouth with her free hand. The other one grips the cardboard box. Oh, gosh. I've never had a fighter before. You never got hurt by it, right? Oh, you're so strong. Oh. Going insane. Wow. Someone came in and ordered pizza. Crazy. Nice. Damien weighs like 3 pounds. She only wants you in a way that sickens you. Carnally. She's still nice. Leave her be. Nothing Carl can't hand wave away with a decent bonus. I've never been hospitalized before, if that's what you mean. Thank God, too. I don't have health insurance. If I get a broken bone, I just have to set it myself and hope I don't get sepsis. Trinket. No, Zhao. You're ruining the mood again. Shit, sorry. That was a joke. Shit, sorry. That was a joke. They clench their teeth and turn their attention toward their frozen meals. I'll be fine, really. Never even been bruised. I'd rather you didn't get hurt at all. Same here, but we can't all get what we want. That's why I take the little victories. Enough squabbling. Must feed now. Calm down, I'll feed you. Don't worry. Fish that we hate, so that's gonna be off the table. Fresh meat, but we can't afford it. Something affordable. We're on a budget, okay? They grab another bag of frozen vegetables. If they can't afford meat, they can at least get something that won't decay their guts in real time. That counts enough as a treat for their weird goo alien, right? No! I can't afford the meat you want. Does not cost as much as you say. Have you seen the price of beef and pork these days? I don't even think about buying fish. I would have gotten chicken thighs. Those are super cheap. But no, someone's a whiny little piss baby who ate so much poultry and dumpster girls' bodies, so it's sick of it. Sick of it. Sick of that. Then return your poisons to make room. I'm not fucking starving myself just because you have caviar dreams. All that I eat is tasted and digested by you, and you by I. Like hell I'm feeding you fish then. Demian shoves the rest of their food into the basket to ignore the growling that rolls through their bones. They can feel the whisper slice his heartbeat, thrumming against their innards as it slips through their skull and down their spine. It's not a painful feeling, but there's no way in hell it's comfortable. Most of the time, it lies dormant at the center of their organs, but when it moves around, Demian has to remind themselves they had their appendix removed years ago. See you around, Webster, Demian calls out. Have a good night, Miriam waves goodbye. They thump out of the store just in time to spray inky fluids all over the concrete. Ew. Demian isn't going to get used to the sludge. Not now, not ever. Sometimes their body gives them a warning before the chunks start spewing, but that's not really a high bar to clear. It doesn't smell like anything. Excuse me. A flash of heat rips through their body in the blink of an eye. Yeah, grocery prices, exactly. When did you say my body would adjust again? Soon. Very soon. Faster with some meat, bitch. We'll subside when the bond strengthens. Yeah, and when is that? I've been feeling like shit all month. Unknown. The gurgling in the back of their throat finally ceases. Demian takes a deep, shuddering breath. They try to wipe the remnants of the slime off their greasy skin. It smears into their pores. Hunched over, Demian cracks a plastic water bottle open and starts to chug. Hey, Demian! Oh my god, not now. They don't turn to look at Miriam. Nevertheless, they know damn well what she's going to ask. Oh god, we're gonna eat her one day, aren't we? And not in the, sexual awakening way. Demian doesn't like how much effort it takes to grunt. Yeah? Well, you know I'm getting a day off in a week or so, right? I know that's why I was... I know, it's a dumb joke! Let me make my jokes! It's how I cope and stay awake! I told you. Protecting you from her. That look, I'm sorry. Gonna get VLT'd. They mumble. She swallows hard. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any plans for that? It's a Monday. Fuck off and leave me alone. Demian cranes their head over their shoulder. I'm working then, double shift. My third one that week. Oh. She looks down and starts to fiddle with her nails. So, you aren't gonna be free that day then? Nope. I get it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be working a double then too. Miriam chuckles. It sounds awkward. But if you get out another day, maybe I could call us sick too. And are you okay? Her eyes widen. They realize now how deranged they look, crouched forward and their hair sticking to their face. Demian tenses their shoulder, using the hood of their jacket to hide their chin encrusted with the mucus. Peachy, why'd you ask? Demian clears their throat with the building phlegm. Just a rough day at work, is all. Are you sure? You look like you've been sweating and... I'm fine. I was gonna make some food and I'll take a nap. I'll be all good by tomorrow. They lie through their teeth. See you. Hey! Miriam gasps, rushing to their side. Demian flinches. Clammy fingers curl into their palm. Seriously, Webster. Webster, I'm fine. Really, yeah. I gotta get home, though. Don't worry about me. She takes the answer. Her face doesn't relax, though. Okay. Miriam backs away from Demian. They take the opportunity in both hands and sprint back home. You're just hungry. Simply need to feed. Crazy Stu. Yeah, I think so. They do their best to forget the look on Miriam's face. She had the face of someone catching on to a great big conspiracy. She's dead. She's so dead. While the bag of steamed vegetables isn't particularly delicious, Demian supposes it's better than ramen. Slice growls deep in their bones. Demian tries not to listen to it, pretending they'll get something more to its fancy next time. But it's not enough. It never is it? Slice needs something more than this. As Demian swallows the last bite, the realization of its incompletion crosses the bridge of their thoughts. It needs meat. That's okay, isn't it? No one can have everything they want, and Slice is no different. Demian knows what it wants, and the thought makes them a little sick. Mother says I killed her child. She says I choked it to death, cut its throat, shaved off all its beautiful hair, exposed its feeble and protruding ribs to the world. She says I'm the one who starved it to death, mocked its body, its face, its name, begged everyone to pretend the thing in its shell was her happy child. She doesn't hate her child, she hates me. In her eyes, I'm the thing that killed her child, and laughs in mania when I make everyone call her child by my name. I think we both know the truth. She's the one who killed that child. Her words were the fingers on its throat, strangling that sweet little thing with her love, her starvation, her prodding. And when her child was dead, she stuffed it in a pretty little box and paraded its bloated corpse around. I think we both know who I am. I'm not the one who killed her child. I'm the thing that crawled into its carcass and made it breathe again. I pick all the bot flies off her child's skin and make them and place them on my tongue. Her child's been dead for years and she still won't see. My mother is its murderer. I'm just using its hollow eyes as my own.